watching the award-winning GHS-TV, a nationally recognized student television station.
Hello, and welcome to Red Devil Postgame, GHS-TV's four-time national award-winning sports show. I'm Coy Sims.
And I'm Will Cobbins. We're back with more exciting action and some unforgettable highlights of this season's sports.
It's been an impressive season for our Red Devil football team, filled with grit, teamwork, and standout performances. On our last episode of Red Zone, my co-host Will Cobbins and play-by-play commentator Darian Branch sat down with head coach Gene Robinson and discussed the last game of the season.
Welcome to our last episode of Red Zone. I'm Darian Branch.
And I'm Will Cobbins. This week we're discussing last week's playoff game with Coach Gene Robinson and breaking down some of the plays. Now let's dive into the Red Zone.
So Coach, that's not the way we want the season to end. Can you just give us some thoughts of the game?
Right. Obviously a tough game, tough to beat the opponent twice, but we didn't want to hear any of that. I showed her, what comes with it. We didn't get it done, and that's all on me, So, just being completely honest, we weren't the same team since we took a loss to DeSoto Central, right? We just never got back to being us, So there's some things this offseason that I am excited about. I am excited to get to work with young guys. We got some leaders like William Cobbins coming in, and we're ready to roll, So faith don't waver here, you know what I mean? We go getters, we fighters, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to continue to pick up and put it down,
So, Coach, in your opinion, what was your best game of the season?
Best game of the season, obviously you kick off, I hate to say this, but the first game of the year, you know what I mean? You come out, you're explosive, you're playing good defense, you're playing good run defense. And I think we weren't explosive late in the playoffs. After the DeSoto Central game, we really weren't just explosive, and we didn't play good run defense, And although we had championship aspirations, you can't get that done if you don't play good run defense and if you're not explosive on offense. So these are all lessons, man, that we'll learn.
So now, let's speak unto next year. Losing some of your senior starters, how do you think you guys are going to go on and look for next year?
Well, I like I said, man, talent's there. We got the talent, man. We got guys who are ready to step into their leadership role, and the challenge is on them. So I think we got a good bunch returning. I thought our sophomores are really, really talented. I thought our juniors took a huge leap from last year to this year. Now how do they shoulder the different roles that they're finna have? You know what I mean? You go from guys who play no snaps to, I think, Peyton Ballard off rip. You know what I mean? He's a guy who played limited snaps to now he's our Mike linebacker. You know what I mean? Like, that's a tough job to have, the quarterback of the defense. William Cobbins, he only started one game last year. You thrown in the mix. Now you the guy. You know what I mean? That was a different role from him. Now how do they take that next step? Peyton, we not only need you to be the Mike, the leader of defense, but a leader of the team. We need you to demand it. Will, how do you take that where you leader of the O-line, now you got to be the leader of the team. So it's the roles like that, man, that we must sit down and discuss and keep it moving forward.
Thanks for watching the last episode of Red Zone with Coach Gene Robinson. If you like this show, in January we'll be starting a new show, In the Paint, with Coach Spears.
Moving right into the middle of their season, the Red Devil wrestling team is putting in some serious work and continue to grind through tough matchups week after week. The team continues to constantly improve their moves and push one another to improve every single day. The girls wrestling team started off their preseason with a meetup at Collierville High School. They competed against different schools and put their strength and resilience to the test.
Last year I had 1 girl. This year I got 3. Next year, hopefully I have 6.
The team is growing even stronger than ever. With more members joining this year compared to last year, the mats are filled with new energy, fresh talent, and unstoppable drive.
I'm really happy that more girls have tried to join to, try something that they've never done before and commit to what they like.
The Red Devil boys and girls basketball team has started their season. With talented lineup and a strong leadership and plenty of energy, they're looking to set the tone early and show what they can do as the season unfolds. The Red Devil post-game reporter Paula Bricinho has the latest.
The Germantown Red Devil have lost tonight's match against the Fairleigh Bulldogs. The Fairleigh Bulldogs won 55-50. Joining me to talk about tonight's match is Coach Spears and player Darian. Thank you for joining me tonight.
I appreciate it.
Coach, let's start with you first. How do you feel after the unfortunate loss as the season started?
Tough, terrible. I think this is in my 4 years here. This is the first time we lost the opening game, but we got a real young team. Disappointed because we couldn't hold on at the end. I think we held the lead all the way until early in the fourth quarter, mid-fourth, and then we just fell apart at the end. So, we got to take blame for that, the coaching staff, myself. We got to get them better prepared. But Fairleigh was a tough team. We knew they'd be tough, but unfortunately, I feel horrible when we lose the first game. But we got a long way to go, and we got another one Wednesday.
Darian, this being the first game of the season, do you feel like you met the team expectations? And you feel like you met them?
I didn't meet the expectations to the max. I was supposed to be a team leader toward the end of the game, or really during the whole game. We was up 14 at one point, and we really should have slowed the game down. We were still trying to score, be fast. But yeah.
Coach, now that you've seen the team in action for the first time, what do you think is the strength and the weakness?
Well, we got off to a good start at the beginning, so that's a positive. We played a lot of players, that's a positive. Weaknesses, we missed too many easy shots, too many free throws, and then we didn't play to our strengths at the end. Like Darian said earlier, we should have slowed the ball down. Everybody just kept trying to go one-on-one. So those are some of the things that we're learning from the first game, and hopefully we'll be doing better as the season moves on or this second game.
Darian, what would you like to improve going for the next match?
Well, what we can improve on is boxing out. That's a key thing we messed up on this game, and making free throws. Making free throws, easy shots. That's what messed up this game, honestly. And something I can do, just take over the game, really. Take over the game, be the leader.
Thank you for speaking with me tonight. We wish you a great rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Reporting for Red Devil Postgame, I'm Paula Bricinho.
We have heard from the boys basketball team. Now, let's take a look at our Lady Red Devils. They started their season with a 73-9 victory over the Fairleigh Bulldogs. Led by new coach Kevin Flynn, the team is showing much improvement from last year. Coach Flynn says there is still more work to be done to prepare for the next matchup.
We came out, took care of business. We've been working hard. We fought to the end. It looked pretty good, but I'm looking forward to the next game to see, the things that we worked on, if we're gonna, improve or get better.
Make sure to cheer our basketball team on as they face off against the Fairleigh Bulldogs here tonight. The girls' game starts at 6 and the boys start at 7:30.
Game day for MSCS football was hosted right here at Germantown against Southwind Jaguars. But how much preparation goes into planning an MSCS game day? I got to sit down with the host of game day, Marcus Taylor, and he gave us some insight into what really goes on behind the scenes.
Through these gates, the clash of the Titans is about to happen. I'm at the legendary Germantown Stadium, where in 1983 and 2003, championships were made and born right here.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor, for joining us on the episode of Postgame.
Will, thank you for having me, man.
No problem. This is the first year that MSCS has done game day to this extent. How did this come about?
Man, so we were messing around for years, John Bess and I, kind of figuring out what we really want to do, along with a gentleman by the name of Patrick Richmond, who does the camera work. So for years, we were fiddling around for years. Dr. Richmond, the interim superintendent, our guy, Dr. Roderick Richmond, he called me. He said, man, I got something special going on. I'm thinking about you. Just hold on, I got you. And I received a phone call sitting at the table, and He was like, we're going to make this thing come to life. He said, I've been watching the game day. Memphis Shelby County Schools needs it. I think it'll be really, really good, and I want you to be the host of the game days. And so I was like, cool, man. And so we went from there.
You know what time it is. It's time for the MSCS High School Game Day. Where will we be this Friday? You can see it across my chest. It's going to be the Whitehaven Tigers hosting the Germantown Red Devils.
Could you tell me about what do you do when it comes to organizing game day?
Nothing. No, man. So basically, my ties were in the district. I used to serve in the athletic capacity district-wide for years, and so I made great relationships. So a lot of times, man, it's just having those relationships, calling those coaches, getting some things done. My input is really my flavor, you know, how I like to do certain things, how we wanted to make it go across. So I just add flavor to the show. We have so many integral pieces, you know. Again, Dawn Newberry does an awesome job. Her and Miss Kathy, they take care of the script. They make sure I enunciate my words correctly. You know, we work on enunciation in what we do and making sure that things are decent and in order. Then you got John Best and Patrick. They do what they do. You got the name of Elvis. He keeps me on time along with Miss Kathy as well. I mean, you got a host of other people. And then my co-host, man, you know what I mean? So again, I just make the dreams come to life. So that's basically my thing.
Oh, it's going to be a family affair. But you know my line. Don't meet me there. Beat me there, because greatness grows here.
Okay, so from your perspective, how does game day impact the students and the staff of MSCS?
Oh, my goodness. I'm a sports guy, right? My biggest line is, so goes your athletics, so goes your school, right? And so athletics is that thing that brings all of us together. So we understand that this show brings everybody together. It puts light on the district.
Okay, looking ahead, do you have any ideas or plans that could help game day grow in the future?
Oh my, do you have enough time? So I think the biggest thing, man, is involving people like you, Will, right? You're sitting there having this intelligent conversation with me, but on Thursday, man, you're going to be sweating and playing your behind off against the neighborhood rival, really, which is Southwind, who's going to be number one going into the playoffs. And so you'll be playing it. But guess what? After you take the helmet off, man, you could probably sit with me somewhere and do another game. And so that's what this show provides, the opportunity, right? We're talking about that now. John Bess and I have been talking about, and along with Dawn Newberry, have been talking about bringing young people like yourself, males and females, to come on and sit with me. Let's walk through this thing. Let's get you prepared because, man, people are making millions of dollars doing this. If you do this well, they pay you well, right? So, man, I'm just excited about the possibility for you all to broaden the horizon of what's going on. Somebody made that graphic, right? We need to know, man. We're gonna highlight them or her, whoever it is. Somebody needs to know who's behind these cameras. I'm one of those kind of people. If you watch the show, I give everybody a shout out.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor, for joining us on Postgame.
Hey, Will, thank you, man, for sure, man.
The Red Devil baseball team hosted an alumni baseball game. Even a former Major League Baseball pitcher was on the roster. It was a great day of friendly competition where the past meets the present in a full matchup full of memories and competition.
I think baseball is an all-around game, and you can learn everything from baseball, skill-wise, physical, mentally. It impacts you a lot.
Outfield, third base. We are a 3-time state champion, 10-time state tournament attendee. So there are so many alumni within just this area still that want to support the team, want to come out, but just have never been given the opportunity to.
When I found out that Coach was going to have this alumni game, I was like, there's no way I'm going to miss that. So I came back in town and really enjoyed the game today.
It was very emotional for me because I didn't get to have my senior year here, but I enjoyed coming back and just playing and enjoying my teammates, the alumni.
We're very proud of what Coach Wags has been doing around here, is trying to get the alumni involved and get some community support back with the program.
Just want to remember that as fun as this is, and the tradition that you come from, is to realize that we're more than ball players. We are that, but we're made for so much more than that.
And just knowing that the alumni that have played here from 1993 all the way up through 2024, they could give these kids, serve as mentors to these kids, because these alumni want to be a part of the team.
And I wanted to come back and help give back to the community and, you know, try to teach these young kids how to play the game of baseball a little bit. There's more to life than baseball. And go out there and have fun and just try to get better every day.
Yes, sir.
You know, win or lose, whatever, just play as hard as you can.
The game was good at first. We kept it close at the start, and then everybody, you know, we did good. And then the alumni, they showed why they were, you know, better than us, and then they eventually beat us.
We had 18 varsity players come out, so I wanted to make sure that every one of them had the opportunity to play, no matter what their experience level was.
Go up there hacking, man. It's a major league pitcher you're hitting off of.
Yes, sir, coach.
Okay? It's a major league pitcher you're hitting off of.
Playing with older people and people that have played and went bigger places, they like give you the demeanor you need to have, and also they show you the skill level, and like everything is on a different level.
You know, we were struggling a little bit. I'm sure there's going to be some pulled hammies tomorrow and lots of ice, but we had a great time.
We'd love to do this again. I think it's a great opportunity to get together each year, and you know, it's good for the young guys and others supported. It's good for us old guys to get to see our buddies again.
I think it should be traditional, and I think how it should benefit me and like my other players. They can see that like they can get the push and the effort they need from seeing older people play, and want to do it more and want to get on older people level.
I can't say I'm the best coach, but I'm going to get the best out of my players, and I'm going to put my players in a position to succeed by connecting them with alumni, by connecting them with college recruiters. Even if they're not going to go play baseball in college, connect them with colleges that they're interested in, and who knows what happens down the road.
Wednesday was an exciting day for our football team as they put pen to paper for our first football signing day. 6 of our Red Devil football athletes made the decision to take their next step in football career, sign on to prestigious colleges and universities. Family and friends were all there to share in an emotional event. It was a proud moment for Coach Gene as he wraps up another exciting season, mentoring these athletes and on the field, their final football season as Red Devils.
You signing this scholarship today, but it ain't this the start of it. You gotta man up. It's what you want to do. Go be you. You understand it, man? So I'm so proud of y'all, dog. So proud of y'all, man. Just go represent your family. Go represent Germantown. Go represent Memphis with all you got.
That brings us to the end of this Red Devil postgame. Big shout out to all the coaches and players who joined us in today's show.
Want to know what's going on behind the scenes? Be sure to follow us on Instagram at GHS-TV for exclusive content and extras. From all of us here at GHS-TV, thanks for tuning in. I'm Coy Sims.
And I'm Will Cobbins. Catch you next time, and as always, go Red Devils.